It happens almost every night. You're drifting off, and then you feel it, that soft, deliberate weight settling onto the center of your chest. Out of every warm corner in your home, your cat chose you. And it isn't random, it's a message. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what they're trying to tell you. Fact 1. It starts with warmth, but it never ends there. Let's get the obvious one out of the way first, because it's true, but it's only the surface. Cats are heat seekers by design. They run hotter than we do and instinctively seek out warmth to conserve energy. Your chest sits over some of the warmest real estate on your body: your heart, your lungs, your core. To a cat, that's not just cozy, it's efficient. Curling up there helps them hold their ideal temperature with almost no effort. And this craving for shared warmth is ancient. Their wild ancestors slept together in groups to share body heat and stay safe. So when your cat presses into you, a tiny part of them is doing exactly what their ancestors did thousands of years ago, finding the warmest living thing in the den and claiming it. But here's the thing. If warmth were the only reason, your cat would be just as happy on a radiator or a sunbeam. The fact that they choose you, a moving, breathing, unpredictable human, means warmth is only the doorway. What's really going on is much deeper. Fact 2. The message is trust, and it costs them something. Here's what most people don't understand about cats. Sleep makes them vulnerable, and they know it. In the wild, a sleeping cat is a defenseless cat. They're both predator and prey, which means some part of their brain is always asking one question: am I safe enough to let my guard down? So sit with that for a second. Out of every safe spot they could pick, your cat decided that the safest place in their entire world is on top of you. That's the message. When a cat lies on your chest, they're placing themselves in a vulnerable position, and they only do that where they feel safe. It's arguably the single clearest statement of trust a cat is capable of making. And trust like this isn't given out freely. It doesn't happen overnight. It's built through consistent care, gentle interactions, and mutual respect. So if your cat sleeps on your chest, understand what you've actually earned. You didn't buy it with treats. You built it. Fact 3. Your heartbeat is taking them home. This is the part that gives people chills the first time they hear it. When your cat lies on your chest, they're not just feeling your warmth, they're listening to your heartbeat, to the slow rise and fall of your breathing. And to a cat, that rhythm means something very specific. It pulls them back to kittenhood. When they were tiny, eyes barely open, completely helpless, they slept in a pile against their mother, soothed by the steady thump of her heart. Your chest recreates that exact comfort, the warmth, the rhythm, and a heartbeat that once meant total safety. So in a very real sense, your chest is a time machine, pulling them back to the safest moment of their entire life. And if your cat needs you while they settle in, that's the same instinct surfacing. They relate the secure feeling of your relationship to the one they had with their mother as a kitten. In that moment, you're not just their human, you're the den. Fact 4. They're claiming you, and they want everyone to know. Now here's a slightly more selfish layer, and honestly, one of the most charming. When your cat sleeps on you, they're also marking you. Cats have scent glands in their cheeks and head, and when they rub against you or lie on your chest, they leave their scent a way of claiming you as their own. To a cat, scent is identity. By covering you in their smell, they're wrapping themselves in a world that feels familiar and secure. But there's a social signal in it too. In a multi-cat home, your cat may be sending a message to the others. This human is mine. It's territorial, it's possessive, and it's done with total affection. Take it as the compliment it is. Fact 5. They may be reading you and looking after you. Here's where it gets almost eerie. Cats are far more tuned into your emotional state than they get credit for. They pick up on the shift in your scent, your tone, your body language, the way you carry yourself when you've had a hard day. And sometimes, When they sense something is off with you, they come closer, not further away. If you're feeling down, your cat may climb onto your chest to stay near you and try to comfort you. So that night you felt low, and your cat appeared and pressed into your chest and just stayed? That might not have been a coincidence. That might have been your cat showing up for you, in the only language they have. Fact 6. The gift goes both ways. What's beautiful about this is that it isn't a one-way street. While your cat is borrowing your warmth and your heartbeat, they're quietly giving you something back. That purr you feel vibrating through your ribs is doing real work. A cat's purr can reduce stress, ease anxiety, and even help lower blood pressure. Think about what's actually happening in that moment. Two creatures, two species, lying in the dark, and each one is calming the other's nervous system just by being there. That's not just cute, that's biology rewarding connection. Fact 7. They're spending most of their life on you. Here's a number that puts everything else in perspective. Cats sleep a lot, between 12 and 16 hours a day, and kittens and seniors push closer to 20. That adds up to roughly 2/3 of their entire life spent asleep. For us, sleep is the gap between the parts of the day that matter. For a cat, sleep basically is the day. So think about what it means that they spend a slice of that on you. When your cat picks your chest, they're choosing where they'll spend the biggest, most defenseless chunk of their day. And they choose it again the next night, and the night after that, for years. Every other safe corner in your home is competing for that time, and losing. Out of all the hours your cat will ever live, they keep choosing to spend the bulk of them right on top of you. Fact 8. When to pay closer attention. One honest note, because understanding your cat means knowing the difference between affection and a signal. In the overwhelming majority of cases, this behavior is pure love, and nothing to worry about when your cat lies on your chest. It almost always means they trust you. But cats communicate through change. If the behavior shifts suddenly or seems excessive, it's worth consulting your vet to rule out medical or anxiety-related causes. A cat who's never been a chest cat suddenly becoming clingy, or one who abruptly drops a long-standing habit may be telling you something about how they feel physically. You know your cat's normal. Trust that knowledge. So what is your cat really telling you when they sleep on your chest? That you are warm, that you are safe, that the sound of your heart takes them back to the most protected moment of their life. They're telling you that you belong to them, that they've been watching over you, and that out of an entire world full of hiding spots, they chose to be vulnerable right on top of you. For an animal whose whole survival once depended on never lowering its guard, that's not a small gesture. That's everything. So the next time that soft weight settles onto your chest in the dark, don't move. Just listen to the purr, feel the trust, and know that your cat just paid you the highest compliment in their entire language. Because they didn't end up there by accident. They chose you.